I can't hold her now, I hold the nicotine.
All right, I'm here with Uzzell. He played us 2 of his Belmont tracks today. Luke, how are you feeling after that performance?
Fantastic. I think it went great. I had a good time. Everybody here is super nice.
Awesome. Yeah, your voice is super compelling.
Thank you.
Have you always had a voice like that, or was that something you worked on?
I've always been loud. I had to kind of train it into hitting notes.
Yeah, fair.
But, yeah.
Hey, it has its advantages for sure.
No, for sure. God gave me all these lungs. I just had to figure out what to do with them.
Yeah, and you found something.
Yeah.
I also wanted to ask, because your songwriting journey is a little bit different. You started writing your first song when you were 26.
Yes.
So how did that kind of come to be for you?
Well, it kind of came with my whole journey itself being a little later, because I was fresh out of high school. I went to college at a school called UNC Wilmington, and I had no idea what I wanted to do. And that lasted about 3 semesters, as you could expect. And then I was like, I got to do something else. So then everybody in my family had gone military at some point, and I didn't want to sleep in tents. So instead of Army, I went in the Navy. And I did that for 4 years and then got out. And I still had not written a song. I grew up playing music and stuff with my dad, but didn't ever really think about the fact that I kind of honestly figured the artists were the ones writing their songs like 100% of the time, just like I assume a lot of people feel.
Yeah.
So I didn't know that was like a degree path. And I was helping one of my mom's friends flip a house like right as soon as I got out of the military. And she asked me what I was wanting to do. So I told her I was thinking about going to like get a mechanical engineering degree or something. I don't know, I had no idea. And she was like, well, you're always playing music, why don't you try to pursue that? And I didn't see a pathway. I didn't know it was a thing. And she had a nephew that went to Belmont in the audio engineering program. And she hooked me up with him, and we had some phone calls, and I found out Belmont was a place, and I took a tour here, and I immediately fell in love. And I was actually doing the music business, like that was what I was thinking of doing. And one of the people that worked in the songwriting department is who gave me my tour. And so her name is Natalie Peterson, and she convinced me to try to apply, just try to get into the songwriting program. She's like, you got to write 2 songs. It's due in like 3 weeks. It's pretty late in the application process. And she's like, but just try. And so I went home that night and I wrote my first ever 2 songs back to back, and I submitted them in.
Wow. And
I got into the program, and it's just felt like the right journey ever since.
That's an incredible story.
Yeah.
And now you're right on your path.
Yeah, I mean, it all worked out the way it was supposed to.
You played your second song for us, which is Good Things Take Time.
Yes.
Can you tell me a little bit about because we talked about how like the artist journey, songwriter journey is a little bit unpredictable.
For sure.
How are you feeling about graduating and all those things?
I really am not concerned about it in like the normal way, because I know that there's still a lot of unanswered questions. Like as soon as I graduate, it's not going to be like I have everything just laid out right in front of me in a path that's clear to walk. But I don't really want that either. I think that part of the magic of making something of yourself is the uncertainty and the steps you step on that are maybe not the right ones, and you can pull back and reassess and go through like that, because that's how my life has been so far. So trial and error to the extreme, and then you figure out what works and go for it. And I think that it's just gonna be another day, the day after I graduate, and I'll keep making connections and writing songs and trying to get noticed here and there. And if it doesn't happen, I'll keep writing songs and making connections and Groundhog Day that until it turns into something.
Absolutely, that's what keeps it exciting.
I believe that being here and being successful is really more of a battle of attrition. You just have to not leave, and you have to keep trying.
Stick it out.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, well, this was great. You were awesome, and I loved your
appreciate it.
songs.
Thank you so much. This has been awesome.
I'm Kat Cottle, and this is Behind the Track.
If I can't hold her now, I hold the nicotine and alcohol tonight.